Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Noviana from TBIC and I will discuss about communicative language teaching. The communicative approach is based on the idea that learning language successfully comes through having to communicative real meaning. When learners are involved in real communication, their natural strategy for language acquisition will be used, and this will allow them to learn to use the language. Example: practicing question form by asking learner to find out personal information about their colleagues is an example of the communicative approach, as it involves meaningful communication. In the classroom activities which by the communicative approach are characterized by trying to produce meaningful and real communication at all levels. As a result, there may be more emphasis on skill than system. Listen are more learning-centered, and there may be use of authentic material. Its origins are many insofar as one teaching methodology tends to influence the next. The communicative approach could be said to be the product of educators and linguists who had grown this achievement with the audiolingual and grammar translation method of foreign language instruction. The fact that students were not learning enough realistic well language, they did not know how to communicate using a proper social language, gesture, or expression. In brief, they were at a loss to communicate in the culture of the language studied. It takes interest in development of communicative style teaching mushroom in the 1970s. Authentic language use and classroom exchange where students engaged in real communication with one another become quite popular. Unlike the audiolingual method of language teaching, which relies on repetition and drills, the communicative approach can leave students in suspense as to the outcome of a class exercise, which will vary according to their ration and response. The relief simulation change from day to day. Students' motivation to learn comes from their desire to communicate in meaningful ways about meaningful topics. How do the roles of the teacher and student change in communicative language teaching? Teachers in communicative classrooms will find themselves talking less and listening more, become active facilitator of their student learning. Larson Freeman, 1986. The teacher set up the exercise, but because the student perform is the goal, the teacher must step back and observe, sometimes acting as referee or monitor. A classroom during a communicative activity is far from quick. However, the student do most of the speaking and frequently the scan of a classroom during a communicative exercise is active, with students leaving their seats to complete a task. Because of the increased responsibility to participants, students may find they gain confidence in using the target language in general. Students are more responsible managers of their own learning. Lesson Freeman 1986.